Hi, ho everyone. My name's Mr. Fruit, and welcome back to the GG Over Easy podcast. In today's episode 59, that is
10 away.
Once, dos, tres, quince nuevo, I believe. 59, maybe. Anyway, welcome to this week's episode. In today's episode, we have a lot of stuff that I'll talk about right after Rob reads a review.
We have a review from Raptors. Says 13 stars. This is my #1 boring workday podcast. Good thing everyone's wearing masks now because no one will see me smiling like an idiot while I walk down the halls listening to this.
You've got a great smile, buddy.
Well, thank you for wearing a mask, first of all.
I thought he meant the podcast. It was his favorite boring podcast, but I realized boring workday podcast. Yes. Like
next time, a comma would be great. We need the comma
for a boring workday.
Yes.
Just to reiterate there.
Yes. Correct.
Okay, good.
And just to reiterate, everybody should go out there and vote and make sure you're registered and make sure you guys go out and vote.
And most importantly, vote to rate us 5 stars.
Yes.
That's what everybody's been fiending for. When they say vote, that's what they mean.
Yep. That's the stand we took.
Show up to the iTunes rating polls.
And show up with 5 stars.
And only 5 stars. We'll turn you away. Otherwise, sorry, you can't get it. Anyway, in today's episode, tons of stuff, as always. We talk about some new drama in everybody's favorite Destiny corner.
It's just bad.
I have some health things going on. What could they be? Let's find out. Annie, are you okay? Nathan Drake and Tom Holland finally got a first look. The internet.
Did we buy it?
The internet's pretty torn. What about you guys? And what do we think? I gave you an update on my most recent anime binge. Roblox is kind of hot.
Is Roblox?
We record a video?
Well, okay, that's not.
Maybe
we'll talk about it. And the very beginning of the podcast, we talked about what did we talk about for Destiny? Because we went on that tangent for a while.
Find out.
Let's play. You'll find out right after this break or intro. Play the sax.
I for real don't remember.
Welcome back to GG Over Easy, ladies and gentlemen. So glad to have you here today because we're going to be talking about things that we don't yet know what we're talking about. However, you heard in the intro, so future me told you what we're going to talk about, but present me doesn't know what that is. We have a rough list, but we'll see how that goes. As always. Fellas, how you doing?
Good.
Good.
I had a good day. I played some Among Us and got some content. And dude, this was the first time though I really played with like a group that was like outside. Like I was the only one that is like from our group. So it was like the first, I was very scared. And wouldn't you fucking guess, dude? First game, boom, imposter. Boom. It was terrifying.
Before we move on from this tangent, who'd you play with?
It was like Dr. Lupo, Broman, T-Rex, Gunny, like Darkness, like those guys. It was really fun. So like I wasn't like too scared because I didn't like know them, but it was also like boom, like Dr. Lupo, 20,000 people watching. Boom,
did Broman ask you? Like, was he like, "Hey, you want to play some Among Us?"
Well, it was like, well, no, and Crafty, like was like, "Yo, you want to play? Because we need one." And Gunny was like, "Yo, you trying to play?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Dude, I was gonna say like, there's no way Rob's turning down doing some Among Us with Broman.
Well, I was just saving clips on Twitch that like I need to save, and like that is just the most boring thing ever. I'm on clips that have currently 30 views. So I'm currently working my way down from the top to bottom. And I currently have like 262 clips saved that I like and want to keep. Yeah, it sucks, dude.
Well, speaking of Among Us and sessions, it didn't help that YouTube Gaming tweeted me out, which is Pog.
Yeah.
But they they tweet out, "You find yourself in this game of Among Us. Who's sus?" And then it has like a little picture and all the people are named. But now people are like, "I can't wait to see that video."
Dude, I was thinking about that. Someone asked me that. Someone literally in voice asked me that, and they were like, "Yo, when did they record that game?" And I was like, "What do you mean when did they record that game?" And like, Fruit was in that game. Like, he's big time now. Like, I'm really happy they recorded with him. And I was like, "Dude, It's just an edit. Like it's
not
not
1
video.
second did I think that game was real.
And then they're like, but he didn't actually play with those people. And I was like, no.
Damn, you should have fucked with them, Blue. Like looking back,
couldn't be me.
No, I would have, but like several people were like, oh, when did they record that? I was like,
I was a banger group though.
That would be
like I would play with them, but that's the problem. I'm not going to reach out.
Would you be nervous?
Well, yeah, like with Rob, he's like, I was the only one. At least you like knew them. Like if I played with this,
yeah. See, that is like you don't.
I knew 9 people I don't know. Like that. Yeah. I'm out of my element. Plus,
and a lot of them kind of know each other, so it's like it'd be awkward.
They would have their little things. Plus, I've never played with like that many giant people, and from all I've heard, you are
like a giant person.
Well, kind
of. My man.
But like, I also haven't like collaborated in a sense like that.
Yeah.
And from everything I've heard, people like the ego. So I would just be there like, I'm sorry. Don't ego me too hard.
Like, where were you, Mr. Fruit? I was doing my tasks. Like, when you're an imposter. Like, I'm the imposter. Like,
I only have 2 million subs.
It's me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's me.
Yeah. Just take me away. No. Because I was looking, I was like these aren't like the biggest people on YouTube. That's weird. Then I realized, oh, it's the people that aren't on Twitch or like Facebook.
Oh, is
like
that
in
true?
Toast. Yeah, like Toast isn't here because he's obviously the biggest among us on YouTube. But that's because everything's taken from Facebook. Because you have like Valkyrie, who signed an exclusive deal with YouTube.
Courage.
Courage. Lily Pichu. I don't know. I thought she was on Twitch, but I don't know if something's going on there. I have no idea. Basically, I do work. YouTube, Wildcat YouTube, Jacksepticeye YouTube.
Yo, maybe it's
games, horns.
Maybe Twitch is not the place right now, man. Honestly, like now's the time to make the transfer to YouTube and be like, hey, I'll throw up some Among Us streams every now and then. Shit, fuck it. Like,
but it's like the first time Senpai notices me, and it's like not even directly. They just like this is the only way I know they know I exist. You know, I was like, oh, they know. They're like,
YouTube, not even YouTube Gaming commented.
That's true.
YouTube channel.
That's true.
Like
I mean, YouTube Gaming itself is kind of not a thing anymore, though. But I mean,
what is
still,
it? Isn't it? Yeah.
Like for YouTube, just be like, yo, Mr. Fruit, you're kind of hot right now, dude.
Well, and then that's when I felt bad too. It's like, well, I haven't been posting as much, and they're doing as well. It's like, and then I looked at everyone else. I'm like, oh, they're doing even better now. Whoops.
I just don't think we've played Among Us in a hot minute. Like in like a week and a half.
Plus,
see, but I knew you were gonna do this because you're not putting all your eggs in a basket.
Well, that was the thing. It's like I was just getting bored. I'm not bored of Among Us, but like I can't do that.
It can only happen. It can only go so many ways.
Every single week,
every day, waking up, editing Among Us. Couldn't do it. Like playing it is fine, but even me as the content creator, I'm like I need something different.
I have to say, if I was editing my videos, I wouldn't like it because then I know how the games go. You know, it's hard to kind of make that fun. Like I have Blake who I just send the footage to, and he just kind of like I just go watch I send him like a round that's like 12 minutes, and I go just kind of watch it, and then like when to plug his stuff in, and then he just goes like
he's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's like I go make it funny, and he goes, all right, yeah.
Well, it's not very hard because you're in it, Rob. So it's already fun.
No, it's not.
No, that's and the thing too is as it's gotten further, I think we kind of talked about it. It was kind of a strain on the group, not as much as apparently all the other groups, but it was still like some of us were like, whoa. And then 2, I was getting sick of the comment section. Like, it's the worst on the most recent video. It's like originally I thought people liked watching my Among Us videos because we were less serious or like stupid things would happen. And so the most recent one is where I made a Papega decision at the end. I was doing great, got the first imposter out, and there was a 50-50 between Shark and Ohm. And I didn't know, and so last second I was just like, Shark. And looking back when I edited it, I was like, yeah, it's really obvious. But it's really easy watching it and having your memory be like, oh yeah, it's...
And being able to go back and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
In hindsight, 2020.
So like I made the wrong decision. And then on top of that, I think one of the games, or the next game or something, I was a ghost and I wasn't doing some of my tasks. But it's like, that was literally the entire comment section was like, I've never been so triggered. That's the stupidest vote ever. Not like, haha, like You almost had him.
The new there's a new like beta that we were playing today. So like you can, if you go to properties on Among Us and you opt in for the public beta, there's like the voting thing, like it's basically like the taskbar doesn't move until like the meeting is called, so you can't be like it didn't move when he did a task.
That's nice.
And then your costumes also show up on like the little meeting. It's cool.
That's cool.
There's anonymous voting, but Dr. Lupo was like hard ban on that. That shit's stupid. So like I don't really know if that's cool. So the content said no, so I was like, okay, whatever. I don't care.
Well, I guess anonymous voting could take some of it away. Like at that point, maybe you're giving the imposter too much. Like you can't look at the taskbar, animations are off. You can't see who people vote for. So like the only clues you can get is like if you saw them, or you could just place them generally. Like you don't have much.
And then like everyone was like, Rob's third imposter. I'm like, I'm not third imposter. Everybody just doesn't either skip vote or pick somebody. So like I was either like skipping the vote or picking somebody. So whenever it was like the round was over, everyone's like, Rob, what are you doing? It's like at least I fucking pick. And you know, I pick a hill that I stand on and I die on. Everyone else just like lets it go to 0 seconds. And then
that was always the stupid thing. We talked about this before, but it's like no one will make a vote, and then they're like, Mr. Fruit, choose. And I choose, and then they vote with me, and you're like, "It's Mr. Fruit's fault." It's like,
yeah,
it's just because you weren't willing to stick to something. You had to make me the bad guy.
Yeah, but it was cool. Like we should do the next time we play it. We should opt in on like the public beta.
Yeah.
You see that they have Among Us tournaments now. I mean, obviously, no one's taking it seriously, but it's just crazy how a game that is just not even remotely designed to exist in that space, people are still trying to make it exist in that space.
Yeah, I saw like if you get a correct vote, like if you vote an imposter, you get like 1 point, and then like if you do other, it's like what?
It's like what? Why?
I mean, I didn't watch it, but I think it'd be pretty interesting to watch. I don't know. Plus, it's like it's just so popping right now. Like, why not? But if like people were like, "Yo, we're assembling an Among Us esports squad," I'd be like, "What does that even mean?"
Yeah, what do you want me to do?
TSM comes to you and says, "Mr. Fruit,
oh, dude,
I love Among Us.
Among Us is the next big esport."
But like, think about it. You'd have to have like single. You couldn't have like a team, right?
Yeah.
So you just have like NRG, Rob, and
it'd be like TSM 10 people in the lobby of just. Like it's different. A little free for all, yeah. Otherwise, I feel like you would have to worry about, they have hidden signals or little tells, or they're colluding. Who really knows,
See that, but then like it's like hard to, because what if you have like a lobby, and because obviously I'm assuming you want to have 2 people be imposters. Like what if whoever's in the top spot as a team you don't want to win, you just sack. Because you don't want them to get like any more points.
True.
I want 3 imposters. How many, like if you like how 2 and 10 kind of works, what would be the number for 3 to work, you think?
Like 12 or 13.
12. That's just way too much. Like that.
You think that's too many?
In the voting session, the voting would be.
But the voting
session,
chaos. If 3 already get a kill at the start, you're only really talking with 9 people. Like if there's 3 imposters, so it's not like it's just still as if there's madness.
That'd be so difficult to not get caught too. Like,
and well, I was watching some people. Apparently, we need to change kill cooldown. Apparently, we're like the longest. It seems like everybody runs at like 20 seconds, and I'm watching. I'm like, it's just like double kill, triple kill. I'm like, man, it'd be so much easier.
I don't think we have the best like Tanner taskers. You know what I mean? Like, I think everybody else is kind of doing their own detective work by kind of following around and stuff. Well, see, and not really doing their tasks. So
I think that's part of it. Is one, like even when I'm playing, like in that session in particular, I tried not to do as many tasks, and I was going to do them later or like sprinkle them in because one, I was so tired of like 8 games in a row. I'm doing my task. Something's reported. No one has any information. I'm left at the end with no information. So I was like, screw this. Like, I have to get my own. So it'll be like, okay, I'll do a little task here, but then, try and gather information. Yeah. Or like, just as a viewer, I think it'd be a little more interesting rather than me just like, task, I'm dead. Task. Okay, now we can watch the round. make it a little more interesting. But everybody read. So they're like, I can't believe when he passed that thing, but he had it. I was like, ah.
I mean, at this point, though, the way I see it, right, is you're probably weeding out those people to begin with. And like everyone who stays with your channel knows how it works. So those people are going to be like, well, this fucking sucks. I'm not going to watch Mr. Fruit anymore. And it's like, do you really need those people?
I mean,
with the negativity.
Hey, they gonna be seeing you on the gaming trends page anyway. Exactly. Bro, who gives a shit? If they don't want to watch, they still be seeing it.
They still be seeing it.
That's not true.
You know what?
Party Ant wasn't. There was another one.
It was only Phasmophobia.
That I thought I swear there was another one that was not Among Us that got on there. Am I wrong?
But
I thought Party Animals might have.
Well, like the way people see it too. Like imagine, you know how people like love Dork being the wild card.
Yeah.
If I was the wild card, people would hate it. They'd be like, this is play the game. Like, this is so stupid. Because like I think
supporting cast.
Yeah, there's like Nogla. You might know him. He's a YouTuber. I haven't watched any of his stuff, but apparently he's super like third imposter every game. You can count on it. He's like super dumb, and he gets flamed for it. He's just like, I'm just trying to have fun. But when people have to see that viewpoint, they're like, that's dumb. But like, let's say they were watching, let's say he plays with Vanos, and he's watching Vanos' side of things, and they see Nogla doing it, they're like, oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
You know, it's always like that weird dichotomy. You know?
I think Dork has hit like a really specific wild card point Among Us that nobody else has hit.
Well, he's just been a wild card for what, 6 years?
For so long. And people love the way he wild cards. Like
Dork is the only one that can get away with that.
Yeah, he's the only one who like is consistent. Like people are like, oh, dude, I love Dork being a wild card.
Like if I walk up to a dead body and I see anybody but Dork, like if Dork's just standing next to a dead body, I'm gonna be like, I found a dead body next to Dork. Like I don't think it's Dork. Like where's everybody?
He always has like
else.
A bit ready. Like he never just trolls just to troll. He always has like a bit is planned coming up.
Like if I were to do that, it wouldn't work out. Like he does it.
There was one round, Christian, where I decided to be a wild card. It was the round where it was you. And I forgot who it was, but they got voted off instantly. And basically, it was just you and just trying to kill everybody. And there was one task left. I was basically just a ghost and just knew that.
Well, see, like in like one of those games where people were yelling at me, I probably had the last couple tasks. But at that point, I was like, I'd rather see how this plays out.
Yeah.
Like winning by tasks is fun. And it should happen sometimes, but also sometimes for the content, let's see how this.
Let it play out.
Yeah, is it like it's always unless it's down like remember you had that one task left. It was on the moon map, and there was only like three of us left or whatever, and we had like no time. You're like, dude, I just have one task left. It's like there's no way, and you're like completing like when it's something like that, and it's like, oh my god, we actually won. Like that's really cool. But then when imposter just like there's like 6 people left. Just like boo.
Yeah, and it's like victory.
Like no one can. Like that's not content for the crewmates. That's not content for the imposters. Like no one gets content.
Yeah, but you won though, Christian. You won. Like you know what I mean? It says victory on my screen.
Yeah,
like,
but
I won.
Just hits different. And like I respect Dork for it because he just doesn't care. Because like for me, I don't wild card because I'm like I'm gonna mess the content up. Like the one time I'm gonna wild card, like it's gonna ruin it, and I'm not gonna get imposter again.
Yeah,
but Dork's like, I don't care.
Very rare instances I will. Like I did it with you with not completing the task, and then with Arios when he changed his name. Like I'll pick my spots, but I understand that like that's Dork. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't work when everybody tries.
We got to stay in our lane. That's his.
Yeah, exactly. I can't keep up in that lane. No way. I don't have a Go XLR voice module thing that he all has and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So, and then, but don't worry. When I see an imposter and the next person next to me is Dork, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, well, almost everyone like I felt bad for Ab that one session. It'd been like 3 sessions or something without Ab ever getting an imposter. And he finally gets it, and it's Dork. And like the first kill, Dork's like, yeah, it's me. And they vote him off. Pardon your regularly programmed podcast listening for this short ad break.
All right. We've talked about it before, but I'm about to talk to you guys about it again. we all know I've kind of struggled with my teeth lately, but I've been you all know the kind of times when you get like braces back in the day, but then you don't put in the retainer, so your teeth get kind of messed up. Well, thankfully, Candid's there to help me with my problem. Candid clear aligners are comfortable, removable, and practically invisible, unlike wire braces, so you can transform your smile without anybody ever noticing. That's what's kind of cool about it, because honestly, like, I don't want anybody to know that, like, I have let my teeth get bad again, so these are going to put them right back in place and give me a beautiful smile again. Start straightening your teeth today. Right now, all of our listeners can get $75 on their Candid starter kits. Go to candidco.com/GG and use code GG. That's candidco.com/GG, code GG. Take advantage of this limited time offer to save $75. Yes, $75 on your starter kit. candidco.com/GG, code GG.
I felt bad, but at the same time, I didn't, because that was one of the funniest rounds. What
happens. You get dork. That's what happens. You know what I mean?
It was legit. See, like,
it's always hilarious when you're not his partner.
Yeah.
And then you're his partner, and you're like, can't.
I think there was like a night where like, every time I got imposter, I got dork, and I was like,
dude, it was hilarious for the content.
Okay.
Oh, it was. Like, dork, did you do this? Yes.
Yeah, you had the heavy voice. Oh my god, that was so funny.
I can see it from both standpoints. But like, I could understand Ab's frustration, because like,
for sure,
there's a difference between like trouble in terrorist town. Like, if you're a traitor and the round doesn't go well, it's whatever. Because I feel like you get it more often. It's not as big of a deal. There's like less, like, things happen. There's always bits. But like in Among Us, it could be like 4 hours. I'm like, I haven't gotten imposter, and then you finally do, and then something like dumb happens. You're like,
yeah,
I can't even be imposter.
Or it's like when your crewmate, everybody around you who's a crewmate puts the red wire and the blue wire and is just like Papega City. But when you're the imposter, it's like, I was let me grab my I was
well, actually 30 seconds ago I was in the southwest quadrant, approximately coordinates.
Well, that's why I always kill you, because like I'll run past you and it's like, who do I run past? Rob. And I'm just like, well.
And who was it? It was Rob.
Yeah.
But
dude, the fruit detective rounds are also pretty content. Few and far between, though, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Well, the problem is, one, like, I have to see something. Because like, normally no one else is giving me something, or if it is, it's a true 50-50. And I can't, like, one way or the other be like, yeah, sure. And I don't always want to be like the vote this person off if it's not them, the other. Like, we did at the beginning, it made sense, but now it's like, try to avoid that when we can.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's like, the frustrating part is like, let's say there was like one session I think where I just never got imposter, and it was I think it might have been that one night I left early, which granted I also had a migraine, but I can't take this. But I had to dip early, but it was that, like, I think it was 2.5 hours before I quit. Never got imposter, but I could never play crewmate because no one else was playing crewmate. So it was like, I don't even get to play the game.
Well,
like,
Ariel's
I can't
like,
do detective
I don't
work.
snitch. Like, he'd find
that
the
was
body
when we
like,
had like half the lobby was wild cards.
Yeah, it was like, bless Arios, dork.
And so like, it's fine in certain rounds, but it's like, for me, I'm not playing the game. I can't be a crewmate. Well,
you're not, because nobody's
following
the rules.
I can't sniff people out. Yeah, and I don't get imposter, so I can't even do that. And so like, when it happens and there's bits, it's funny. It's just like, that can't be every round. So that's why, like, if dork's the only wild card, that's fine. It's funny, things happen. Or it's just like, oh, dork, you know, like, oh, that rascal. But when it's half the lobby and you're sitting here like,
yeah.
And the thing too is like, why am I even doing tasks? Because they're never going to be done. It's like, there's no way I win here. It's like, I'm just going to die.
He's just been doing it for years, and it's always the same. Like, it's consistent. So it's just like, oh, dork, you silly goose.
That's why when we played later in the session with the last session we did with Shady and stuff, I don't know if you were there, Blue, at the very end. I think you might have left.
I did, probably.
Yeah. So we were playing, like, we got Crafty in, a couple other people, I think. Como
was like one of his boys.
Como and somebody else, I think. And Dork played the game. and it was weird.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, because like the first few rounds, they're like, well, Dork was doing this. I'm like, that's just Dork, guys. Like, it's not. And then like he's giving info, and then like he's going for like double kills with his imposter friend. I'm like, and I said like, Dork, like you're actually playing the game. He's like, yeah, I don't know these people. Because like I can't do my bits.
Yeah, it's like that makes sense.
And it was so strange.
At least Dork knows his audience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it was. Because like when Shady first joined, and then those first few games, he's like, Dork kind of acting sus, and we're all like,
dude,
you'll get to know Dork. Like that's just Dork.
Like, why is Dork voting for himself? It's like that's
just ignore him. Just
that's his thing. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, just it's one of those things. That's a great game. Long story short, I need to play more.
Yeah,
but it's also hard. Always setting up sessions too.
Well, it's hard setting up sessions because everybody's playing Destiny 2 lately. You know what I mean? Like wait, do you hear that sound? That
no. No.
I think that's the Destiny 2.
Nose and cries.
Please, God, no.
Save me.
Those nose and cries. I recognize those anywhere. That's our expert D2 guy.
Yo, I'm actually curious because you guys put down in the list Destiny 2 drama. Now,
can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Are you down there on the drama floor? What's happening?
I'm at rock bottom, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking down at Destiny 2.
I think he's more so talking about the TWAB.
Oh, well, did you have anything specific in mind when you said Destiny 2 drama, or are you just like
Rob
you just
told
wrote
me
it down
some
because
Rob's like, dude, some with Destiny.
And everybody's like,
yeah,
fucking, I cannot believe the TWAB today. Bungie is bad at their jobs. Like,
I don't know anything.
I mean, it's just usual, like.
And then I saw you were like, it was a tweet that was like 2 years old, and you're like, buff scout rifles, and then like you had a tweet, and it was like, man, or it was just like a sideways face or something.
Dude,
the win.
I want D1 back. That's all I want. I want like a D1 classic. I love like D2 is a better game, but I'm just so tired of like.
Now we know where Shark came from. Like,
the game just doesn't feel good. Like the gunplay and the combat feels better, but I'm just like I don't.
What do you mean doesn't feel good? Like the engine, or
dude, like I'm just tired.
Same janky engine.
I'm just tired of like the whole game is rotated around shoot ads with your primary, shoot big ads with your special weapon, and shoot bosses with your heavy, and it's like, okay. What else is there to do in this game? And I also hate how you guys remember. Okay, so you guys remember in D1 where people are complaining, like, can we stop having difficulty in bullet sponges?
Yeah.
And now,
what do you mean?
Remember, so in D1, a lot of difficulty was just straight up bullet, like how much health shit had, and we kind of got away from that, right? A little bit. By the end of D1, especially like in raids, and now in D2, like all the difficulty is bullet sponges again. So I like in endgame. I don't know. Endgame's just not fun to me anymore. Raids are about it.
I mean, it sounds like you hit the wall I hit like a long time ago.
This is why I've been playing Final Fantasy the past 4 or 5 months, and
I'm glad you found it. I don't know, dude.
Like you look at the PvE sandbox tuning, and then it's just like it just doesn't happen. But then they're like, but check this out, scouts have more aim assist, and I'm like, dude, no one cares, except for like the 12 dudes who play PvP. I hate it. I can't. I'm just like it's been rock bottom for a while for me, and now I just look at it, I'm just like, well, didn't go up or down, just still kind of rock bottom. So
you haven't played. When's the last time you played?
I mean, I'll get on to do the titles. Last time was probably 2 weeks ago.
Nice, you get on for trials.
No, the triumphs. Fuck the titles.
My last play
and trials because we love trials.
Play was August 11th for me.
That has to be mine. There's no way I play Destiny without you. You know, like.
See, the thing is, like, I've probably played like a collective of like maybe a week and a half this season, and I've done everything.
And I saw that like they took away bounties or something, or told you about what bounties not to save or something, or whenever New Light comes out or Beyond Light.
Oh yeah, dude, I don't even. So people are asking for bounties to get removed, which they still haven't.
And basically, like, they're just kind of hoarding the bounties, right? And then when the new expansion comes out, they turn them in, and then they get new stuff, right?
Yeah, and it kind of takes a lot of the... So obviously in D1, new expansion, fresh start, everyone's racing to get highlight.
That's
how far can we go? How far can we go? And how much light can we get before the raid? And now it's just, with how the artifact works, you have light from artifact. So the quickest light boost isn't even to grind. The quickest light boost is how hard did you prep bounties last season?
So... Why don't they just do bounties?
Dude, you and everyone else. Today DMG was basically like, hey, I mean, the bounty XP is pretty minimal, and it's like, dude, I love you, buddy, but the past 2 years has been weeks of people prepping bounties and getting like 5 light immediately. That's 5 permanent light.
Yeah. Which, like, in the grand scheme doesn't matter, but in that first week, 2 weeks, if there's like a raid or even just content, like,
or all that little thing,
it's when you hit the cap. So if like the soft cap is 980 or some shit, and you have 5+ light, you're immediate, like, that's gigantic because obviously at that point you're waiting for powerful drops to get you to the higher light. So pre-expansion you would have been like, ooh, 962 highest in the world. Now it's like, yeah, I'm 968 because of the artifact.
The problem too, though, is like, that's the best way to do it anyway, because what we've seen is, like, new expansion comes out. Jokes, you got to get 10 more levels from playing all the old stuff still before you can even play the new stuff. So you're like, don't hoard bounties, and people do, and then they're actually able to play the new stuff. And everyone's just like, why are we still playing the old stuff to get to the new stuff?
Yeah, I think I'm going to make an announcement here. I don't think I'm going to day one raid. I'm going to be honest. Like, I don't think I'm going to be ready. Because I think in order to be raid ready, I'm going to have to prep and shit. And that's just not going to happen. Like,
I mean,
you'll probably, the raid isn't till like a week and a half after launch. So, and with contest mode, I don't think you have to prep too hard. And quite honestly,
I don't have to prep incredibly hard. I mean, we'll maybe be there, but we'll see.
All right.
Quite honestly, I don't think anyone's going to be taking their World First seriously with cheaters.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief. Okay. Beyond Light comes out, but we also have Demon Souls.
Yeah,
Godfall. The new Call of Duty, the Assassin's Creed, which I may or may not, I'm not sure yet. Cyberpunk a week after, and then I think there's something else.
Hey, Mr. Fruit, thank you for doing variety back in the day. So it incorporated variety into our streams and stuff. Thank you for seeing into the future.
All I'm saying is like that's, even if it takes a week and a half, like I'm gonna be. There's no way I'm.
But day one rating is sick, though.
I'm gonna just say it's a bold move to drop the raid 2 days after Cyberpunk.
2 days after?
It's like unless I pay someone to like play my account and get my light up, I'm not gonna be ready. Like, it's just here's been 2020's like video game releases. November 10th, 12th, whatever. Like, this could not have come at, like, I get they had to delay it or whatever, but if it had come out in September, it would have been perfect. Like when it was supposed to originally. Nothing else came out. Granted, that was when Among Us was popping off, so I guess I wouldn't have been raid ready anyway. But that's not the point. Point is, like, they do this, and the reason it's so hard to do Destiny content and be variety, which is why, I only do Destiny like spurts, is because it's a progression game, and you have to. It's a time investment, and it's hard to do that when you also want to play all these other games. So,
yeah,
I wanted to raid day one, but
the last time I played Destiny was July 6th. So,
dude, he's a
peanut. Oh, I think I think that would have been my same, but I think August 11th was that solstice or whatever. And people are like, yo, hop on, it's sick. And I hop on, I'm like, this is literally the same thing. And then
it's EAZ. Wait, who told you it was sick?
I don't remember.
Who lied to you?
I know. I was like, someone's like, oh, it's like this cool new mission or something. I hop on, I'm looking, I was like, this is I think it was on for like 7 minutes, and I just logged out, and that was it. I was like, "It's the
So
same thing."
EAZ's back. Cool.
And then the
That had to
Halloween
be the last
update.
time we were drinking.
Spoilers. The exact same thing. They're taking
Where's
hey,
Spooky Mask?
they're taking notes out of Overwatch. I respect it. You know,
Yeah, that's what. Like,
Junkenstein's horror again did the same.
the skins are so sick, though. Like, you know what I mean?
But that's the only thing they've ever had going for them.
And that's why I broke that cycle. I broke those chains long ago.
Look, man, as bad as Overwatch is for me, like at least Overwatch has a better loot system than Destiny 2.
And it's not even a loot-based game. You're not wrong.
Speaking of loot-based games that don't have no reason to be as good as they are, have you been playing any of Ghost of Tsushima, the new co-op stuff?
Yes. Have you?
No. Well, I've been keeping up with like Dork, and
It's sick.
Dork has been grinding
it. I saw the gear he had. Like I think I played a decent amount. I put like, for me, put like probably 10 hours since it came out, which might not seem like a lot to some people. That's
for you. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I watched it,
and I'm like key level, like 40, which is like their light level, whatever, right?
Like
your
video you posted today, like 20 something,
early 30, something like that. And I'm 40, and like it only gets harder, and then so it's harder to get higher gear. And Dork's practically like max. It's got like 2 legendary items. I was like, I hate you, dude. I want to be.
How do you grind for like legendary items and stuff? Like, what do you do?
Well, let me talk you through it, because this is the only time I'm going to be able to talk to you about it, because today's video ain't doing great.
You get a bounty.
Yeah, so you go to the vendor and get a bounty. So the way it starts out is there's 4 different classes. You can choose one, and then you can get more later once you level up. But there's Samurai, Ronin, Hunter, and Assassin. And they all have the same weapons. But
2 damage phase.
But they have like skill tree, like techniques you can get that are different, and all this kind of stuff. And so you start out, and there's 2 different game modes. There's a 4-person based survival mode, which is straight up like horde mode. And then there's story missions that you can play co-op that are all super dope and have like cool mechanics and stuff. And the way you progress is you start with like 5 key, which is like base. And then you complete a mission at bronze tier, because you have to be at least key 25 to hit like silver, and then you have to be like 75 key to hit gold.
Damn, 75.
So you're bronze tier, which means loot can drop up to 35, but it starts incremental. So if you're at 5, you're going to get like 8, 9. It's not going to go 5 to 35. Be sick. But they'll drop stuff, and then there's different gear. So it could drop a new sword for you, new katana, and it's like key 13, which is an upgrade. You put it on, it can come with random stat bonuses like 10% chance to poison enemy on hit, and then it might be like stone stance, so it'll be good against a certain enemy type. Or you'll get a moon blade, which can also change to wind blade or something like that. So you get better gear. So like rare comes with more perks, epic comes with more perks, and legendaries, which I haven't even gotten, but I assume they're sick. You get gear that way. You slowly up it. I mean, it's very similar to like light level in Destiny when you're first starting. It's an aggregate of all your gear you have on. And then you go into the different tiers, and each one obviously gets harder. So like, for instance, if you do horde mode at bronze, you have to survive 15 waves if you want to get all the possible rewards, as well as there's 3 optional objectives that will come up. And if you do that, everyone gets a bonus. Then you go to silver tier, and you have to survive 20 waves. And then you get to gold, and I think it's 25 waves. Or maybe even 30. It jumps up a whole bunch. Which, like, if you wanted to complete gold, it would take, like, at least an hour.
That's cool. And if you die, I'm guessing you go to the very beginning and kind of have to, like, restart?
No, that's it. Like, if everyone dies on round 14, that's it. You didn't get past round 14.
I know, but then, like, I'm guessing you start back at round 1 and then have to, like, work.
Oh, but you could find a new match. It won't be like that same match, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you go through that, and then there's the story missions, which each story mission especially on the higher difficulties, will have optional objectives you can complete as well as just the missions harder. And then if you do that, you get more gear, blah, blah, blah. So you do all that. To then, if you hit 90 key weekly, there are nightmare challenges. So there'll be a nightmare horde mode, which is modifiers, super hard. And winning it will grant you a guaranteed highest key level piece of gear with a higher chance of it being legendary. And so they have that for a story mission and a horde mode each week. But then in 8 days, they're dropping a raid, like an actual raid. Three-person raid.
How much is this expansion?
Free.
Damn, that's
all
crazy.
Yeah. Literally everything. Free.
That's free.
It's a free update to the game.
Everything. The raid, everything.
How long has Ghost of Tsushima been out?
2 months, I want to say.
Damn.
2.5. Yeah.
Okay, Ghost of Tsushima.
All free, baby. And so this raid's going to come out. And if you play the story missions, it's like the culmination of the story mission. Long story short is like you're trying to find the Oni Baba, like the ultimate demon that's controlling all these dudes.
The boogeyman.
Essentially, yeah. So in the raid, you're going to like show up in his world and try and take him out. It's very like King's... whatever the fudge that one's called. King's Fall.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah. And it's like a 3-part, so I don't know how it works. But there's 3 parts to the raid, 3-person raid, no matchmaking, or it might even be 4-person. It's one of those. But no matchmaking. They say it's going to take, like, you better be geared. It's going to take a lot of teamwork.
How are you going to find a squad to do it with?
I don't know. Well, first, I have to get there. I ain't even ready. And then, hopefully I would.
You have to upload the raid.
It would be sick if I could do it. I want to. I mean, it's just fun. And then the progression's fun and getting all the gear and customization and...
YouTube's not a fan?
No. Feels bad. But
you're a fan.
Yeah, but I'm a fan. But like Blue was saying, even just like the progression and leveling, just like this is fun. And like there's way more to this than I thought. And by the way, it's free. Pardon your regularly programmed podcast listening for this short ad break.
These days, it seems like people are putting CBD in everything. There's a lot of noise, but there's one company from Vermont that's worth the hype, and they're called Sunsoil. Sunsoil has these CBD drops that I use after every time I'm done streaming, and it relaxes me and calms me down from the headaches I get from looking at a long screen all day. Sunsoil makes CBD oil that USDA certified organic. CBD is made from the hemp plants, so how the hemp is grown really matters. Sunsoil farms their hemp in Vermont, and they never use pesticides, herbicides, or GMOs. Sunsoil donates a percentage of the sales via 1% to the planet. So Sunsoil is also helping the planet, which is very tight. We like that. Sunsoil makes a CBD oil with simple, organic ingredients. Get 30% off your first order by going to sunsoil.com/GG. That's sunsoil.com/GG for 30% off your first order. Sunsoil.com/GG. Go get yourself some CBD with Sunsoil.
Did you guys see the Beyond Light like collector's edition thing?
I'm an idiot and I pre-ordered it.
Oh, Blue.
It was like, I'm on that.
Way.
Let me look it up.
Do you know who I am?
It looked pretty underwhelming. I think I saw Dado unboxing it, and it looked like just the lunchbox with like a bunch of lore like poems in it.
I see what looks like a little canteen, maybe.
I didn't want to miss out because I missed out on the Shadowkeep Collector's Edition, and I loved what was in that one. Like it had like the charm, and I still really want it, but I never got it.
So it looks like it has like a see-through flask, kind of.
Yeah. For my alcohol, for when I have to pour vodka when I have to play Destiny.
I can't make fun of you too much because I bought the collector's edition to Destiny 2 where it was like that weird satchel.
Hey.
Dude, that shit. Okay, listen, that thing is tight, and I'm showing up next Fruit Summit with all my medals on it, or all my pins.
I'll one-up you though. I pre-ordered the collector's edition of Fallout 76. So.
Oh, you told us about that. Oh no.
I pre-ordered the collector's edition to Halo Reach. So,
ooh.
And that's when I was like 15, and I put every birthday dollar I had into that.
But that statue was sick, though.
Was it?
I don't know. I got the deluxe edition, and I was happy because, like, it was for my birthday. I was like, I got the extra $10, which I don't remember what it gave me. It was like nothing, but that's not the point.
I just felt cool whenever you're at pre-orders and you walk out with the big thing and everyone's like, whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
What does that guy do?
Okay, so yeah, it has a see-through canteen. It looks like I assume an art book or something. Or maybe a blank journal. They like to do this.
Book or something. I don't know.
So, and then there's like a bag. It looks like a cross between a satchel and a duffel bag. Yeah, it's interesting. It looks like a lunchbox with handles.
I don't know, but it looks like a lunchbox.
It looks like one of those lunchboxes that you were like, why does that guy have that lunchbox?
Or it looks like, honestly, it looks like a day planner. You know, like some dude's going to show up in the office and be like, all right, on this schedule, he's just going to pull out all these folders.
And then it's just a bunch of lore like cards, I think.
But is it like an origami triangle? What's the triangle?
Oh, you just plug that in and it like changes colors. You can change it to like breathe.
I'm sold.
Like,
all right, I'm
He's sold.
Yeah.
Get him a collector's edition.
And then
I mean,
it just
to be
made me
fair,
wonder, like, go ahead.
The ghost sold me on the original collector's edition, whatever.
Oh, I still have.
I was like, all the other stuff, whatever. The ghost. I was like, it lights up and talks, and it's just super basic. Peter Dinklage, like that wizard is from the moon. It's just
a way cooler ghost that is like way cooler.
But I was still. I'm doing it.
I need to. Do you have like a? Well, I mean, you have your room. But have you ever considered like getting like a proper case? Because I just have a collector's edition graveyard in my closet.
Dude, me too. That's why I've stopped ordering them, because like the problem is in this place, in like my office now, there's nowhere to store it. Because in my last one, I at least had like shelving I could put it in, but we just don't have the room. Like literally, almost all my collector's edition is in the closet over there. Like.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And I'm just like, I really need to get like a proper case so they won't get dusty and I can just put them all in there. But it's like, I don't have room in my room. Like, this is what.
Yeah.
See, but you have a house. You have no excuse.
What?
You could have like you can have a graveyard. You could have, well, I mean, to be fair, your office is pretty small.
Yeah.
But I mean, it wouldn't be small if you didn't convert it to a tavern. But I mean, that was your whole aesthetic. So yeah. I'm not going to. Like,
unfortunately,
it's not like wrong decisions were made.
It turns out apparently the medieval times didn't have a lot of storage. I don't know. So, they just didn't have things to put things in.
What's the last collector's edition thing you guys ordered or like pre-ordered?
Beyond Light.
It's actually out of stock. So
yeah, I missed out on Shadowkeep and I really like that one. So I was like, I'm not gonna miss out.
Honestly,
I can't even think. I don't even know that question, Rob. Honestly,
nice one, Rob.
Because I don't. The last video game I bought was that Mario Sunshine game that's on the Switch. Because they were like, "You better buy it, or it's gonna go away." So I bought it.
I want to say Fallout 76.
Oh, poor guy.
Was that the mask that like the helmet came out and it was like turned out to be toxic?
Yeah. It was whatever, but
you still have it?
Yeah, it's in the closet, in its box, gathering dust. Granted, I think I would have done Sekiro, but they were tight and hooked me up. And then I also got sent the Modern Warfare Collector's Edition, but I didn't order that one. That one came with like the night goggles. Okay. Yeah, but I think Fallout was after Dragon Ball. Because I did order Dragon Ball FighterZ Collector's Edition, but I think 76 came out after that.
Damn, you were so hyped on 76. You were like, I need this.
Well, I was like, next Fallout game. I was like, this is like with multiplayer, like this could be huge. And it comes out with the power suit helmet. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And then
what I really wish I got was the Fallout 4 Pit-Boy one.
Yeah.
I have that one.
Oh, you're lucky. Those things are sick.
Dude, I'm telling you, I have a graveyard of collector's edition.
That's not a graveyard. That deserves to be loved. Like there are some that like like
start
the
wearing it every day.
Satchel, like throw that in the graveyard. But like
I have so many helmet collector's editions. It's not even funny. I have the Titanfall and that Fallout 76 one. Or not the Fallout 76. We're talking about the fucking. I'm having a moment. The Pip-Boy thing. Yeah, I have the Pip-Boy thing. Dude, I have so much shit I need to get rid of.
Sick. Don't. Okay, if you want to get rid of the Pit Boy, you hit me up first, and I'll buy it immediately.
See, but I'm just like now I have to like properly. I'm talking about it. I have to like actually invest in a proper case now.
I tell you what, that Pit Boy. You see where my snowboarding goggles are? That's where it would go.
Is that the one where like you put your phone screen in? And
yes.
I think I have that. I don't know where it is, but
that thing is sick.
I want to say I got that. But that was a while ago.
What's been your favorite collector's edition thing you've ever had? We'll talk about the worst to the best. Was it Halo 3 where it had the helmet?
I don't remember. I didn't get Halo 3 at launch, so I'll say now that I'm thinking about it. Every time I get a collector's edition, I'm like, I probably shouldn't have done that.
Exactly.
And then I order another one. So I would say of the ones I've bought, probably Borderlands 2. Because the chest it came with, it was sick. It like came with what looked like the loot box.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that was pretty dope. I had it in my room for a while. But if not, then it would have been Sekiro. But I didn't buy that one.
I don't know, like if I ever bought a collector's edition that I was like, this was not a mistake.
It always sounds so good.
It does, and then you get
and
it,
then
and
you get it, and you have to like tell yourself like, this was a good purchase.
When you like look at the card and you like toss it to the side.
You're like and then next game, I'm gonna get a collector's edition, and then it's just a vicious cycle.
Yeah, I don't know the last time I actually got one that I was pretty happy with and didn't regret.
Probably the only one that I actually like actively see every day is the Horizon Zero Dawn collector's edition. Oh, the Aloy statue.
If I'd gotten that,
still have that. That's probably the only one that ever gets actual use from me, and it's only because I see it.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. My next collector's edition, God of War Ragnarok. I'll just tell you right now.
Oh, you're gonna get that.
I don't care what's in it. I'm getting it. Like that one and probably Horizon 2. I'll get that collector's edition because I didn't the first time for either of those games.
Is there a Demon Souls collector edition?
If it is, it's probably sold out.
Yeah, it's got to be gone. I bet that'd be cool. That's like maybe the next thing I would get, but it's probably already gone.
Yeah, no, I don't think there is.
Really? That's interesting. I would think there would be like some cool boss or something that they just make a statue of or something. Because I'd like to have like cool like video game stuff up on the wall, but like there's nothing like other than like the Fallout 3 like Pit Boy. And
hold
like
on, I want to. I'll check this out. But I really want to just because I have so much shit. It's gross.
You should, dude. I would buy your garage sale of collectibles.
Yeah, they only have regular and digital deluxe.
What comes in digital deluxe, like a season pass and stupid shit?
I'm so glad you asked, Rob.
Ooh.
I clicked a picture and it took me to God knows what. Hold on.
Monk ass.
Oh, digital. Okay, here we go. Digital deluxe edition.
Oh no!
Freaking, you know it. Red Eye Knight armor.
Oh
that
shit.
one. That armor. That one. But it doesn't stop there. Boletarian royalty armor.
All right, so the standard edition is the one I'm getting.
And you get a hoplite shield, a ritual blade, the original soundtrack.
That's cool.
A legendary hero soul, renowned warrior soul, and a storied warrior soul. Soul. I don't know what any of those are. And then a ring of longevity, preservation grains, phosphorescent grains, bearbug grains, large hardstone shard, and a moonlight stone shard.
Okay, you can stop there. I'm just gonna get the standard edition one.
Yeah, that's all of it. So I don't really know what all that does, but
none of you guys got the Cyberpunk collector's edition. I don't even know what's in that. I bet that's a banger.
I'm pretty sure I saw it and I just wasn't like sold on it.
I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know what's in it.
I don't even think I pre-ordered.
Same.
I mean,
but like I know I'm buying it, so it's like
nowadays, do you have to? Like, when's the last time you walked into a game store and they didn't have the game you wanted?
Because I buy it on digitally.
Exactly.
Yeah, those days are done.
I remember being like appalled at Xbox being like, yeah, we really want digital to be the future. And I was like, how dare they? You can never get rid of physical. And now like every single thing I play, I don't think I bought physical.
I'm telling you, they marketed it poorly and were just a little too ahead of the time. And to be fair, the problem was because of the marketing. The marketing was like, you have to have internet or else you can't play any games, like single player games. That was the big pushback.
Oh,
was like,
I remember that.
That was
like they were the
pushback.
same console. They did the same thing, but Sony's marketing just all. Whoever was working at Sony was just like, dude, let's just fucking dunk on them. Like that's good marketing. Just fucking dunk on Xbox.
Well, because like then they did. Wasn't there some joke they did too, where like here's the disc or whatever, and
they did
like
that video, and they're like, this is how you share games with your friends.
Yeah,
and they just hand each other the game.
Yeah,
dude, Sony's marketing is always so good. As much as there's like no difference between the consoles, like the difference in marketing just is everything.
Pretty much all it takes. I'm looking at the Cyberpunk collector's edition. It's not bad, but like again, it's one of those. It's like I've just learned after buying so many that unless it's like God of War, where like bro, that game was insane. Like my game of the year. I can't wait for the sequel. Unless it's like that, like I haven't played like let's say I play Cyberpunk. Do what now?
Are you gonna stream God of War?
I don't know. I'll do a let's play for sure. I don't know. Maybe I'll stream it. But like Cyberpunk, if I play this and it's sick, and they make a sequel, then like I would do collector's edition. But for me now, it's like unless I know the game and I know it's gonna be worth it. Or like I'll justify it otherwise.
Yeah.
I've just learned. Get the regular edition. Unless I don't pre-order, it just comes out on Steam the day I just go buy and
move on.
I usually don't do digital deluxes anymore either.
No.
It's like that. Like all that I listed you is $20 more. So it's like,
yeah, like, do I really need that for $20?
Because the worst part is like that armor you get and the weapons, whatever, they're all going to be obsolete, or there's going to be cooler looking armor anyway.
Yep.
So I don't know. What do I know?
We have on that list.
A lot of stuff I don't think we've gotten to.
So we've got very little.
We did do the Destiny drama. Although I still don't really know the drama though.
Yeah, it was just the general list. I think he just was like, yeah, Destiny drama.
Yeah, no, I just saw people like up about the TWAB and like hand cannon rate getting lowered or something.
Not the hand cannon rate, dude.
I mean, if you guys want to know, the sandbox tuning got tuned and people were like POG, and then people were like, and then most people were just totally indifferent because there weren't any PvE changes. And that's the TWAB.
All right, sounds about right.
Grass, let's move on.
What happened at the doctor's appointment today, Mr. Fruit?
Doctor appointment. Colonoscopy finally?
Ooh. I guess I am getting around that age. I gotta do one, isn't it?
Is this your first doctor appointment? No health insurance?
Still got health insurance. Expires at the end of the year.
Oh, that's right.
Although, slight issue, which I'll get into. I don't know if it's going to cover the issue I'm having. So anyway, I've been having a lot of issues at the doctor. With other tangents, but this one came up in the past like month. My jaw's killing me. So in the past, it was in the past month, but in the past week or two, it's gotten omega bad. Where like I can't chew. Like if I'm trying to eat, and it's even like medium chew, you know, my jaw locks up on me, and it's painful, and I have to like give it time or like work it out to undo the jaw lock. And on top of that, because it's spasming, I get this sharp pain up in my head, and apparently it's all because it's that same muscle connected. It's just
okay. I'm gonna diagnose you. I think I already know what it is because I do it, but we'll see if I'm right.
I don't grind my teeth.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say.
Like, I'm not kidding you. 2 days ago, I was grinding my teeth, and I literally had like this pain in my jaw the whole day. It sucked.
But see, it's like I don't have like any teeth pain, nothing around there, nothing in the mouth. It's only when I'm chewing. Now, granted, she said like, because I've always been checked for it, And as far as I know, I've never grinded my teeth. She says, you never know. I still don't think I have.
You would know. If you look at my teeth, bro, like really close, you can tell I grind my teeth because they're all kind of, if you look really close, they're really uneven. It's kind of embarrassing, but like they're kind of just chipped and kind of like I woke up the next day and I noticed a new chip. Why my jaw was hurting? Yeah, dude, it's bad.
You not wear like a mouth guard?
Well, I'm supposed to, and I have it, dude. But I just feel like such a boner when I wear it, and then like I'm trying to sleep, and then I'm like. I feel like I'm like, I know I'm really not, but I feel like I'm like,
so what matters more? You feeling like a boner when no one can see you when you're sleeping, or you're literally grinding down your teeth to the enamel and it hurts?
If people look at me, I just feel like I can't sleep because I have this weird mouth guard on my mouth and it just distracts me. Like I have a mouth guard on my mouth, I can't sleep. So
I'd work on that, but
and then I get deja vu put them in because I didn't put them in when I didn't have deja
vu. That's your deja vu self being like put in your mouth guard.
But I need to. I was supposed to last night, but I didn't.
So anyway, went to the doctor, and the reason I didn't immediately go to the dentist was because I wasn't sure if my head pain was like linked to my jaw, and I just wanted to make sure. And so she says, "Yeah, as far as you can tell, it's linked to my jaw." So she hooked me up with some muscle relaxers, which. No thanks. I ain't taking them.
Oh, okay.
I hate muscle
your
relaxers.
Experience with them.
I hate them. Now, apparently these aren't as strong because you're supposed to take them like 3 times a day or something. So they're supposed to be like micro doses, apparently. So maybe they won't be as bad. But the ones I took before, no, never taking those again. Anyway. But then she's like, yeah, you just got to go to a dentist. I call my dentist. And they're like, well, currently the first appointment would be late November. Which, spoilers, as of this day, that's literally like a month from now.
Doctors suck, man. I hate our healthcare system.
So they're like, okay, but obviously it's like, I'm going to talk with some other doctors tomorrow. We'll see if we can get you in first, but you're probably going to have to get like x-rays or whatever first, or an MRI. Then coming in after the imaging. So I was like, oh, well, I don't know when all that's going to happen. So I'll hear tomorrow when I'm finally able to get in. But the doctor... I don't know what she's on about. I don't know the job, but she says what happens apparently is a separated disc, whatever. It's like a slipping disc every time my jaw locks, something like that. And no, my jaw.
Oh, like a disc in your jaw. I thought you meant like a
no, not like not my spine or anything. That'd be a big issue. That'd be
I was like, that'd be weird. Like,
so. Talk to the dentist, whatever. They're like, yeah, we don't know. But they both said they've essentially prescribed me a soft food only diet. It's no chewing at all. And I don't know when I'm getting in, bro. And there's not that much soft food. I even looked up a list.
Pudding.
There's like pudding, ice cream,
soup.
There's some soup, like mashed potatoes. A lot of weird, like, puree some meat. Gross.
Yeah, I mean, okay. You could also be like me. Like, when I go to the dentist and, like, I can't chew, I just swallow it whole. Like, I'll take, like, a good bit of, like, burger or something, and I'll just, like, and I'll swallow it whole. I'm not capping either. I could swallow things whole. It's weird.
But apparently they're telling me that because as it's worsening... Apparently, I could get to the point where my jaw locks and I won't be able to unlock it. Like, they'll have to intervene, and it's gonna be really painful. So I was like,
just put passcode in.
Yeah. Well, the jaw is like scary. Like my jaw hurt yesterday, and it was freaky. Like I couldn't imagine if it was like yours and like was continuous.
What was it? It was yesterday, I got Domino's. Because the day before, or whatever, Dork was like, "Yo, I'm getting pizza," and then you got pizza. I was like, I gotta get pizza. Like it's you guys like subliminal. I can't help it. So I got crunchy thin crust, and on the thin crust, just taking a bite, my jaw locked. Like it couldn't even chew that soft thin crust, and I was like, oh my god, like this sucks. No way. The only problem is I don't know what procedure looks like the procedure itself or whatever. I don't know if I have to go under. I don't know if it's like invasive. I don't know if they have to go in or if it's just, I don't know how they have to fix it. The only thing I'm worried about is recovery. What is recovery going to look like? Because like my doctor even said specifically, like, try not to laugh. I was like, what?
Yeah, but me and Blue are hilarious. Like, how can you?
I know, that's what I was saying. Because like
Doc,
even
you don't know my friends.
anything that hyperextends the mouth. So like I can't really yell. And that's why I have to avoid any food, like even just like a burger, because the burger will still hyperextend and blah blah blah. So
I
need
like
to get in soon.
I like cereal with Frosted Flakes, but you leave the Frosted Flakes in there for like 6 minutes and they get mushy. I like that.
See, that was the thing they said, like just super soggy cereal. That is disgusting.
Oh,
what?
I like super soggy cereal.
Dude, I love soggy
I would really
cereal.
avoid the soggy parts. Like when I eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I whiff it so that it doesn't get soggy. Because then the soggy parts I avoid.
No,
I
soggy
go
cereal
for
the
the soggy.
best. Yeah.
And then I get like the top ones. And I'm like, get the fuck in the fucking milk. Like, get in the milk.
It's soggy because it's absorbed the milk, dude. It's extra flavor.
That's gross.
What?
That's the only time I'll drink milk too. Like that's the only time you'll ever catch Rob drinking milk.
Dude, I could like down a cup of milk, dude. Oh, we've already had the conversation.
Not just on a cup. No.
But the worst part too is I was just getting back on a better diet. I worked out in my gym today for the first time in like 3 months. I got back to weights. I did cardio the past like 3 days. I was like, bro, I'm back on it. And now they're like, you can't eat anything that you're eating.
Yeah, no, you're not.
And so the problem there is like, how am I even going to get my energy to do my workouts? I could still do my protein shake.
Do you know how you're going to get your energy?
What's that?
With Advanced GG. Feel free to use any of our codes. That's right. You can use code SALT. You can use code FRUIT, or you could use code BLUE.
Look at this Advanced GG shaker.
Wow.
That's wow. Look at that one. That's crazy.
I actually do have mine.
You actually have one.
Eventually, we'll get a restock of the Dream Team flavor, but like
get the Mr. Fruit one while it's
that shit. Or get the fruit flavor. That's in current stock. Dream Team one sold out like immediately though. So sorry about that, y'all.
But also Pog. Thanks.
But the Dream Team one is also energy, so it's different than all the others.
Yeah,
it's tight.
There's focus. There's energy. There's chill.
Oh,
That's where I'll get my energy.
I didn't want to be biased, and I don't want this to start sounding like an ad because it's that this was never the intention. But did you guys like pop off how?
You can just wire the money to the. Okay.
How nuts! This is not like a if you don't like
Blue,
energy flavors, don't even fucking worry about it. Like you could tune out. But I was actually so surprised at how because we weren't supposed to sell it immediately, and then there's like, yo, tell us right now, bro, if you want to sell it right now. We hadn't even taste tested it at that point. Yeah, so then when I got it, I was like, oh god, please don't suck. And I was like, yo, this is kind of hot. Like.
I was like, just please don't suck, and I was like, this is gone.
Dude, this is tight.
Bang.
It legit tastes like fruit punch, and I was so surprised. Anyways, there's your hashtag ad, boys and girls.
Just sent me some new stuff too, and like no new Dream Team. I was like, oh, but I'm excited to try all the new stuff.
Advanced GG lives rent-free, ad-free in our minds.
Damn right they do.
It's not even like
comic.
Like even if we weren't sponsored, we'd still be talking about it because.
They're tight.
We're shills.
Yeah. Pardon your regularly programmed podcast listening for this short ad break.
Oh, you're telling me I get to tell you guys again what great things come from Candid? Great. Let me get started. If you guys forgot, Candid are clear liners that are comfortable, removable, and practically invisible, unlike wired braces, so you can transform your smile without anybody ever noticing. Your treatment is prescribed and monitored remotely by a licensed orthodontist who's an expert in tooth movement, and it's all done from the comfort and convenience of your own home. The average Candid treatment is just 6 months. You'll start seeing results way before then, and it costs thousands less than braces. So again, start straightening your teeth today. Right now, all of our listeners can save $75 on Candid Starter Kit. Go to candidco.com/GG and use code GG. That's candidco.com/GG, code GG. Take advantage of this limited time offer to save $75 off your starter kit. candidco.com/GG, code GG. I let you get away with it the first time not using it. Now we're in the mid time. Now it's time to use it. Code GG.
I don't know what's going to happen with my jaw. Because the only thing I'm worried about is like if it is invasive or something and like minimal, like that means I can't make videos. if I'm not able to like really talk. Otherwise, like,
I'll cover.
This will
Blue-
do. This will do.
Yeah, we'll cover.
videos, and I can't.
Remember,
Really,
did Blue make a couple videos for you when you went on vacation, or something like that?
I've probably only made like
you
a
uploaded
handful.
a BlueWestlo video to the Mr. Fruit channel. Like,
there was that one you and him did, and he recorded and edited it. That was a dream team. That was a while ago.
That was like back in the day, yeah.
Because that was
where you
D1. You guys were on a Mars map. I don't remember the name of it. In fact, I think I know what it was. I think it was called the Dream Team Takeover. Let me see.
Yes.
I don't remember if you were doing something or if it was just an idea that we had, and we were just like,
it was because he was gone for a week, and I was like, yo, me and Rob can make a video for you, so you can like have one less video to make.
Yeah, it's Destiny Kvostov Takeover. And
then me and Rob had a contest to see who was better with a Kvostov.
And
Spoilers.
Blue even does the intro.
Oh shit!
It's funny.
That's a throwback.
Yeah, I mean that was
That's a throwback, dude.
Like 2015.
That was close to when we first started. That was June 18th, 2015.
Yeah, it's like 2 months maybe after.
That's probably not even. We might have. I don't even think we had 10 dream teams then.
Probably
No.
not.
Dude,
Robbie V commented though 5 years ago.
Oh no.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. It was really fun playing with Blue, getting this ready for you guys. You forgot 4, but I included it for you. Kvostov, so no mercy to salty Americans is what I've learned. Again, sit back and relax until I start to scream and get super pissed salty.
I'm so cringe. God.
That's cute.
But I mean, has it really changed with how wholesome we try to be with people?
I'm just much more self-deprecating now. I can just like much more upfront about who I really am. You know, I'm not that. Thanks for watching, guys. You know, like it's just like, hey, we know why you're here. You like it. Thank you. We love you.
Oh, this guy commented, Dream Team video without fruit is like chicken burgers without fries. It's still good, but it could be better.
See, Christian.
Thanks.
It's still
Thanks,
like
Christian Toth. Probably still not watching this, but thanks, dude. He's not.
I can guarantee you, though, if you had to like leave for a month, that like me and Rob could hold the channel down for sure.
Oh, I would bust my balls.
Right? Like I would just be like, all right, Rob, you got this video for the day. I'll get this video. let's organize this team for
like Christian for a month. Like that's just how Christian is for a month.
Yeah, after the thing, I'm be like, guys, like it's just I don't have a jaw anymore for a month.
I don't want it. Just take it back. Your jaw's okay.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. My primary care doctor said something about a stent or something.
Oh, you got a primary care doctor.
I did. Finally. But yeah, this is the thing. I was talking with my mom. Because I was checking in with her and my dad because my dad works in the dentistry field. He's not a dentist or anything, but he knows people. So I was telling him about it. But my mom was like, I know you have like medical insurance until the end of the year, but I don't know if it covers dental anymore. And I'm like, well, it better, because whatever's about to happen, I'm sure it will not be cheap if I don't have health insurance.
Well, that's what I thought. Like when my jaw hurt the other day, I was like, great. My teeth hurt literally 3 days before I turned 26. Like
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, body.
Perfect time. So let's pray, because otherwise, we already talked about the American healthcare system.
Hey, I'll pray for you, but I'm also going to pray for Tom Holland as Nathan Drake in this new movie, because I'm still not buying it.
What do we think?
I'm not buying it either, man.
I'm not buying it.
I wish I was buying it, but I just can't see him as Nathan Drake. I see him as Tom Holland in Nathan Drake cosplay.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, maybe this is his chance to show that he's not going to be typecasted. Because right now, it's like when Hugh Jackman tried to do anything that wasn't Wolverine. We're like, haha, nice one, Wolverine.
Did you see The Devil All the Time?
I saw. God, don't ask me why.
Wasn't that with
a good movie?
I saw the ending last night.
Wait a second. Isn't that on Netflix?
Yeah, it was a pretty good movie.
I didn't even realize it came out. When did? I want to
Came out
watch
like
that.
a month ago.
It came out
what
like
the
a month ago.
I'm
Pretty
out of
good
the loop, dude.
movie.
I've been watching
Has
Naruto.
Robert
Okay.
Pattinson too.
Yeah, when they're like,
Yeah.
"Come on, Arthur."
Yeah, Arthur. I need to watch it. I didn't realize that came out. But anyway, yeah. So, picture of Tom Holland officially as Nathan Drake on the set or whatever has come out, and obviously, yeah, a lot of people agree with you guys. They're like, still, I don't see it.
The set looks like Uncharted, but
Here's what I think. I'm going in with absolutely no hope because it's another video game adaptation. And I liked Warcraft. People give it so much trash, but I actually thought that was good.
It's so bad.
I thought it was good. All the other video game movies, though, I won't defend at all.
I like Player One. I mean, even though that's not a video game movie.
That's a book. I remember going to see Assassin's Creed. I can't believe I spent money on that movie. That was so bad.
God!
Wasn't there a video game?
It's clearly so much budget put into it, and it just shit.
What about Pokemon? Isn't that a video game movie?
That was a good movie.
That's true. Detective
And so
Pikachu's
is
a good
Sonic.
one.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
isn't
yeah.
there like? So there is hope. You know, there is.
But
I think it's
hope.
less. I think it's less that they're getting less bad. I think it's just that there's not as much. Like, there's just more investment into them now because video games are so big. So it's harder for them to be bad with that much budget.
But they could still manage. Because here's the main thing too about this project that's so worrisome is that it's tried to be a movie now for like 10 years. Like, it's traded directors, producers,
Yeah, it's
companies.
pretty much past like the
over and
peak of
over and
when
over
Uncharted
and
was
over.
like the hotness.
Because like 10 years ago, there was rumors. I think it was around 10 years ago. Whenever.
And that's when it was popping. You know,
Yeah,
like,
that's when
it was like-
Uncharted was Uncharted.
Yeah, and people were like, Nathan Fillion as Nathan Drake would have been perfect. He's too
Why
old now.
not? Still
But-
don't get it.
Still would have been
They figured out.
like at that point. Like, heard rumor, I was like, this is gonna be sick. Here's my other problem. His brother or whatever his name is, Sully or something like that. I'm trying to remember his name. Is Mark Wahlberg. Now here's the thing.
What?
I like Mark Wahlberg. I do. But I also understand that he's practically the same character in every movie he plays. It's like a guilty pleasure, you know? Like, I like watching him. Like, I like watching The Rock. I think Rock has more chops. He can play more stuff, but like,
Rock has a
I
little
know what
range.
I know what I'm getting, but I think a little more than Marky Mark.
Did you
though.
see The Rock in like a dramatic movie though?
Yeah, actually, I take
He's
it back.
been in-
You're right.
No, he's
Could you see The Rock like
yeah.
Denise? I can't pay the mortgage. Like
He's
I
got.
can't,
I think
can't
the Rock.
meet the mortgage.
The Rock's got range, dude. You guys are underestimating
Yeah.
the Rock.
Every time
Okay.
I wake up,
But I'm saying, like, he's got more range than Marky Mark.
Yeah.
yes.
So I know what I'm getting. And seeing, you know, he tried Max Payne. You know, his track record with video game movies ain't great. And it just seems like Hollywood right now is misusing Mark Wahlberg. I think he can have some cool stuff. But it feels like now they're just like, we have an unsure project. I don't know. Bring Mark Wahlberg in. And then you just know, like, okay,
That's how
this is going to
Transformers
be...
work.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're like, okay, well, I don't know anymore.
Well, like,
And
I think
apparently-
sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Well, and apparently Mark Wahlberg is refusing... The character has a mustache. He's refusing to wear or grow a mustache for the role. Just won't. I don't know why.
Okay, then you find another Sully. Easy.
But they're not going to. So it's
Yeah.
just like, I'll wait to see. The movie, the way I think it will work is it has to be like a prequel, and it has to feel like a really young Indiana Jones movie.
I've never played an Uncharted, so I don't think. Is it attached to any of the series at all? Like,
Oh,
is it the same story as the first or second or third game?
no one knows. I don't think. I'm sure it's their own spinner. Like, I'm pretty sure it's some sort of a prequel, but like that's the only way it would make sense, because otherwise he's just too young.
So young.
Because like Nathan Drake's like middle aged.
He,
Like,
he can't be like,
grizzled
I've been
man.
treasure hunting since I was 11. Like,
That was 3 years ago.
yeah.
So I don't know. I just like all the other video game movies. I will give it. I'll go see it.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
I'll give it a shot. But like all the other ones, I have pretty low expectations.
I'll give it a shot when you guys say if I should go see it or not. Because I've never seen an Uncharted. I've never played an Uncharted. I have no.
I mean, you're probably not gonna like it regardless, then.
Because like,
but it may be a good movie though. Like,
here's the thing: they can also just capitalize on it as long as they make it like a more, like a new age Indiana Jones.
Jones, yeah. You can't really mess it up.
We'll see.
Unless you have like aliens, like that newer Crystal Skull. Oh my god.
We don't talk about Crystal Skull.
No, it's not canon. That's not part of the manga.
It's true.
So that happened. That was a thing. And I'm cautious. I like Tom Holland though. So
yeah, great actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think he's the guy though.
I'm never gonna unsee him as Spider-Man though, unfortunately.
But that's not like on him
so
though.
Good
it's just he's so good at it.
He's just the perfect Spider-Man, so it's like it's gonna be hard for me to not,
I don't know, like
it is what it is.
If Tom Holland was Nathan Drake, 10 to 15 years from now, I think it'd be a lot easier.
Oh, 100%.
But it's just because he's trying to play this character. That's why, I don't know, maybe it is a prequel movie, but like it has to be. It just doesn't make sense otherwise. I will say, small update in my Naruto binge. Episode 222.
Jesus Christ.
In Naruto Shippuden.
You're not even close.
I'm not even halfway. And I've been grinding, bro. But I gotta tell you, it's getting good, dude.
Even starting to pick up.
There's one episode, dude, shed some manly tears, bro.
Like better than My Hero?
Well, here's the thing. Like, I think Naruto, if it was made modern day, like My Hero, would be incredible. Where they just cut out all the filler.
Would be ridiculous.
I think it'd be a banger.
Holy crap. Yeah, that'd be
like,
ultra banger.
Could they ever change it? Or like make it like
I mean, it's over.
Yeah. Here's the thing, because like it has gotten a little bit better at doing Naruto things, like old anime stuff. But it's still at the point where, like, especially in like this last arc, like 4 episodes, and half of each episode is just they say 2 sentences flashback to something I saw like 10 minutes ago. And then it's just flashback. Now, granted, some of them were helpful because it went all the way back to original Naruto, which had been years for me. So I was like, oh yeah, that happened. But for the most part, they would like do these flashbacks. And then the next episode, do the same flashbacks. Like,
yeah, I'll be honest with you, Chief, that never changes.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying, like, imagine if they cut all that out. The fight scenes, they get to it rather than, standoff, flashbacks, talking, 5 it's like Dragon Ball in that sense. It's like, a fight's gonna take 8 episodes. Whereas like modern
really
animes,
like that.
Yeah. Whereas like modern animes, it could be like a penultimate fight, and it might take a whole episode, maybe.
Like at the end of the day, they like flashbacks. They're not
just there
easy
filler
to put on to move the plot forward. They're literally just there to fill time because you have to make a weekly anime. You gotta find corners to cut.
Yeah,
especially in anime like with Naruto.
So I understand
such a gigantic following.
I understand it, but I just always have my hand ready, like bop, bop, bop. But yeah, it has gotten super good, and that's why I'm saying, like, I wish it had something like that, or like maybe there is. If somebody like cut it like that, that'd be dope.
I have a question on this list. It says Roblox is hot. What does that even mean?
Okay. So, because I saw this tweet the other day. So Roblox.
I mean, I know it's popular.
Yeah, but here, Roblox, so far in this year, up until September 20th, from last September to this September, so in a year, surpassed $2 billion.
Jesus.
On mobile, just mobile.
What is it? Wait, is it? Does Roblox cost money to play, or is it just like in-game transactions?
There must be something in game. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't realize it was that big.
I know 5-year-old stands Roblox. Like I think this is how I think it goes in gaming nowadays. I think it goes like you got your like pajama PJ guys, like in the talking car and the talking fish games. The kind of games you learn on. and then you graduate to Roblox, okay? And you play Roblox for a little bit, ooh, this is fun. And then you go to Minecraft. And then you go, ooh, Minecraft is really fun. Minecraft is tight. And then you go to Fortnite. And then you go, oh, Fortnite's tight. Fortnite is cool. And then now you're a gamer. Now you're like 13, 12 and lost and looking for a video game. Boom.
I just don't get it because from an outside perspective, I've never played Roblox. Let me just put that out there. So I don't know. Maybe it's from what I've seen though. It looks very budget Minecraft.
100%.
And the way I see it is like, here, son, here's some Legos. Sick, Dad. But then he's like, but I also got you some Mega Blocks. It's like Mega Blocks, Lamau, that rip off Lego. Like that's what I always saw Roblox as.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently they've done a good job at carving out and finding the right audience that doesn't care.
Yeah, I know it's big, like, and a lot of people play it.
I'm pretty sure it's just obviously a building game is always going to be popular among kids, but I think the reason it's so popular is not because it's like incredible, like Minecraft here. I think it's just, I'm going to start sounding like a boomer right now, boys, but our generation is not universally on the video game bandwagon, right? Like the approaching Gen Z, but still millennial side of the generation. We're not full on video games, whereas I could pretty much tell you right now, just about every Zoomer has a level of interest in video games. So when they're growing up, right, they got Roblox. It's social. It's a building game. They graduate to Minecraft. You still have the Zoomers playing
but
Roblox.
that's not always the case.
It's like the new Toontown.
It's just a whole, but it's just like such a wide market now, and everyone is in on it.
I guess.
Whereas with us, we're boomers.
Just old.
There's more gamers younger that are coming out, which means there's more gamers overall, which means there's more room.
Bigger market for Roblox.
Well, there's just more people, which means more room for other people like Roblox to coexist.
I just think Roblox is like the first kind of game that kids are introduced to nowadays, rather than when it was my age, it was Neopets, RuneScape, WoW, even kind of.
And those would have been Roblox size, if
gaming was as popular as it is now.
If you had a different generation, because again, like back then, gaming was still like pretty underground. Not everyone was into it, but now, I mean, it's not. People could be like, "Oh, I'm a video gamer. Oh, I'm different than the other girls." No, everyone plays video games if you're under a certain age or has played or has put a little time into it. I know for sure.
I mean,
just looking at my nephew, like,
I'm the first to admit that, like I said, I haven't played Roblox. I am judging a book by its cover. From just like everything that I've seen, small gameplay snippets. Like, I don't know, maybe it's sick.
It's simple.
Yeah. Or maybe, that's just it. There's beauty in the simplicity. And I'm sure it does. Like, a majority of the audience is probably younger, and that's fine. I just didn't realize, because like when I always think, like I always just saw it as like, why would you play that when you could play Minecraft? But
maybe you should make a Roblox video. All right, educate yourself.
I mean, Pokemon is simple, right? And we are still playing Pokemon.
Why don't you add that to your little list that you got right there? Play some Roblox, and you know what? I'll even play with you, and we'll learn together.
Dude, are we gonna make a Roblox video?
I'll play some Roblox. I don't even know how to play.
Yeah, I don't know what it involves, but I'm down.
All right, Roblox, you heard it here first. It's coming.
I haven't even said
anything. What if we become a Roblox channel? Come on.
Dude, it'd probably blow up.
What if it happens though? You upload a Roblox 1.5.
You would kill it as a Roblox creator.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You don't swear.
Maybe that's some untapped.
You don't swear. You're like Omega Straight Edge. You know, like you're the perfect.
I won't curse in those. Hey,
you're the perfect Roblox creator.
Pardon your regularly programmed podcast listening for this short ad break.
There are a ton of VPN providers out there. You've probably heard of a couple of them, and some of them you may have even used VPN before. I can say with full confidence, ExpressVPN is the best VPN on the market, and here's why. ExpressVPN doesn't log your data. Lots of really cheap free VPNs make money by selling your data to ad companies. ExpressVPN developed a technology called Trusted Server that makes it impossible for their servers to log any of your info. Second is speed. I've tried lots of VPNs in the past. Many slow your connection down and make your device feel sluggish. I've been using ExpressVPN for a long time, and my internet speeds are still blazing fast. So protect yourself with the VPN that I use and trust. Use our link, expressvpn.com/GG today, and get an extra 3 months for free on the 1-year package. That's expressvpn.com/GG. Visit expressvpn.com/GG to learn more about protecting your internet info.
Freaking Rob, stop it. Dude, that's my base.
Yeah, dude.
Not anymore. And I floss out of there. I'm in.
And then
I'm
just.
do you guys want to get into some Patreon questions, or do you guys have anything else on the list you want to touch on?
I think we're good.
That does raise a point, though.
Oh.
When people are always like, dude, you don't have to censor yourself. When people think I like censor.
Yeah,
I'm just a boring dude.
Heidi
all right.
Fucking ho, everybody. My name's Mr.
Don't cuss.
Fruit.
I don't do crazy things like Blue said. I'm just a straight arrow. All right? I'm sorry, straight Ed.
Thank you all for putting in questions. Resrock Ascending says, "What are y'all thoughts on Pokemon card market blowing up?"
Stupid. You'll ruin it for us. You're ruining it for us, sneakerhead. Stop it.
I don't have any cool cards. The coolest card I have is a first edition Raticate, and it's in German, and it says Radicarl.
This wasn't a big thing until the whole Logan Paul thing blew up.
Yeah.
And then Dado was like, dude, sneakerheads are on now. And guess what sneakerheads do? Reselling. And it's like, it doesn't make sense. Because back in the day, like only hyper specific Pokemon cards were worth money. Like people would meme about like holographic Charizard, that's like $1,000. It was only $1,000 if it was
misprinted first edition, like
shadowless misprinted first edition hyper rare. And then there was like different ones, like there was so many different like misprints. And those are the only ones that were worth value. Whereas now it's like, oh, Charizard. Dude, that's nuts.
It's bent in half, but it's Charizard.
Bro, first edition Bellsprout, give me that shit.
First edition, bro.
$6,000.
Let me ask you just for the kicks. I'm gonna go. I can't tell you last time I went to eBay. Going to eBay. That feels like eBay honestly feels like whatchamacallit, like something of the past. Like honestly, it always just felt like eBay was
relic of the past.
Yeah, relic of the past. Always felt like it would. I don't know if it's that relevant anymore, especially then like Amazon came around, which I know.
Relevant. I would probably say it's probably I would still say it's probably the biggest store or transaction of goods on. Maybe Amazon has passed it since, but
Amazon's 100%.
As far as like direct transactions between people.
Yeah, I would say between like. Well, now that it has,
that's money. I mean, that's like
paying for goods. And stuff.
Hey, the fact that Bitcoin is on PayPal is big. I would invest in Bitcoin, but I'm very poor and I can't.
I will say the worst part about it is not that old cards are getting like super buffed. It's that it's perfect storm of timing because new cards were getting really expensive to begin with because of all the shinies and the VMAXs having shinies, and well, not the VMAXs having shinies, but Pokemon cards are getting very hyper specific rarities now. And in addition to the old cards getting crazy price hikes, now you have people interested in the new cards. So the new cards are getting pricier too because people are getting into the TCG purely from a collector standpoint. So it's just Pokemon cards were already expensive. Please don't do this to me.
This is bizarre. There's on eBay right now, there's a first edition shadowless holo Charizard with a PSA rating of 10. That's $20.
It's fake.
Has to be.
Or the auction just started or something.
Because right now there is just a regular first edition Charizard, no misprints or anything. It still has 3.5 days, but it's $365, which doesn't seem egregious. It's still for a regular though.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even holographic or anything.
The prices just got super inflated because people were like, "Yo, Charizard's cool," but like a normal holographic Charizard was never worth more than like $20.
Well, there is.
So it's bizarre.
Wait, what?
Well, it's because that whole base pack he bought was 120,000. So that just automatically any card that is from that box set automatically goes up in price.
Yeah.
Because the individual cards in that box are priced at a certain amount of money per card.
There is some guy trying to sell his first edition Shadowless Charizard Holo with a rating of 6 for $25,000. No bidders.
Yeah, shocker.
There's one for 10,000, no bids. I don't know. I heard it was terrible, but like I'm watching it right now and nothing crazy.
It's not, but the part for me that has inflated the most is the new cards. Because it hasn't just brought interest into the old ones. It's brought like people like want to people, because if you look up, I mean, like shiny Charizard already was like extremely expensive, but if you look it up now, like it's like caught up like $300.
There is one right now at 4,800 with 26 bids, and it has a rating of good.
Good.
Yeah, that's the PSA rating. Good. It's shadowless.
You guys will not dabble like in.
No, absolutely not.
Oh.
Because then I'm becoming part of the problem of the price inflation of Pokemon cards, and they're already so expensive.
You know what PSA rating EX means?
Excellent,
extremely good.
Is it?
I have no clue.
That's what I want to say because there's one right now. First edition Shadowless Holo Charizard with hey, oh beast. Go get it. Just go. Yes, go. Don't do it.
Are they attacking the mailman?
I don't know what they're doing. With an extreme rating, I guess. EX, whatever. And there are, I don't know how many bids, but there's bidding on it, and it's currently $9,100.
Jesus Christ.
And it still is 2.5 days.
Crazy.
That one's going for, there's 39 bids on it already. So that one's up there.
We think it's crazy.
Yeah.
We'll go to Maggie Bera. Oh, if I'm saying that right. What is your guys' most adventurous food experience? Live sushi, insects, etc. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe broccoli. That's about as far as I go when it comes to being adventurous with food.
I respect that.
Maybe broccoli.
Bruh.
Or cauliflower. I don't get very adventurous. I keep it vanilla. My mic just fell.
I don't know. I mean, I've had like cricket.
Ew.
I'm trying to think. I've never eaten anything live.
Besides a human.
Yeah, obviously. And nothing too adventurous. I don't think.
Anything for you, Blue? I guess cricket for Christian then.
I don't know. I don't think I've really had like a crazy food experience. Like I was like, oh, dude, that's crazy. I'm gonna eat that. Because for the most part,
nope.
I'm not gonna participate in it to begin with. It's like, yo, check out this crazy thing you can eat. I'm gonna be like, no, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's the end of it.
Radiant G asks, if you guys could get an Easter egg about yourselves into a game, what would the game and the Easter egg be? Oh, jeez.
Bro, just put my penguin. That's it. Put it in the background. That's it. I don't really care. In Pokemon,
I would like to see Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, and Larry Bird somehow put into the next Destiny. And that is like their little ode to the Dream Team. Like kind of like their sneaky way of putting us in.
Although we're old school Dream Team now. There's a bigger Dream Team.
Yeah, we're Boomer Dream Team.
Yeah.
What's this Dream Team do? What do they do?
Well, the guy's literally called
group.
Dream. He has like 10 plus million subscribers.
Oh, that guy? Oh.
So it's literally just called he's Dream, so it's the Dream Team.
That makes sense.
We're old news. Which, granted, again, you know, I never wanted wish the Dream Team didn't stick and we had something else.
We started off with what, Inefficient Squad?
Yeah, which
that's
I didn't
and
want.
Then,
I would have rather had that, I guess.
But then how do we even like start?
He had the
on...
thumbnail. The thumbnail
Yeah.
had Magic Johnson in that. So that might have been it or something.
It was like a joke, and then
just never. We just got too lazy to change it.
Yeah, and it's like one of those things. Like 3 years ago, I was like, it's too late. And 2 years ago, it's like, well, now it's definitely too late. A year ago, well, now it's like we're too far gone. Like it's too
It's
late.
over. We're done.
We are now the Boomer Dream Team.
It'd be something about the Dream Team in a Bungie game or something.
I don't know. Never really thought about it. Just like a nod, or like, let's say it's Destiny. I don't know, some gun that like is a nod to like Stroke the Forge or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good one.
Something pretty
and then
subtle.
Just blew your penguin just in a game, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
Punk says, for Mr. Fruit, is Raid Shadow Legends really worth playing?
Raid Shadow Legends. That's completely up to you. The mobile games you play and whatnot. I mean, I actually did play it, but granted, usually my phone, I have like 8 million mobile apps that I just go through. I'm a fiend. I usually just play them until they get to that slower wall where it's either pay more or just play a lot. And some people then stick with that and like, that's my mobile game, but I don't do that. Just like I don't stick to one game on PC or anything. I think it's fun. If you like those kind of combat-based semi-gacha, all that kind of stuff. Honestly, I don't think it's bad. I haven't played enough, though, to know where the paywall is at, or if there is a paywall. I've heard there's a paywall. So I don't know where that is, or if it's if the paywall is so much of a deterrence that you don't want to. Like, I remember back in the day, I used to play Clash of Clans back when it like first came out. I played all the time, and I got my arena or my town hall to like level 8, which took like God knows how long. And then if I wanted to get to town hall 9, it would have literally been like playing every day, doing every single thing for like 5 months. And I was like, all right, that's where I give up. Like I'm out. I either pay money or like it's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
So every game kind of hits that. I just don't have enough to speak to it, but it's free. You're not going to lose anything except for some time if you want to try it. And then you can just literally within like the first 20, 30 minutes, you can get a feel for if you're even going to like it or not.
Sloths5 says, favorite food item from Trader Joe's. The orange chicken from Trader Joe's is the best.
Never had anything from Trader Joe's?
You never shopped at Trader Joe's? Try it out sometime.
Okay.
The ghost pepper potato chips.
Oh, I'll get those next time. I don't often go to Trader Joe's because I think it's overpriced and whatever.
Yeah,
but
I don't
Sydney
go often
sometimes
either.
goes.
But the ghost
Sydney sometimes goes and
chips.
goes like, I went to Trader Joe's today, and I'm like, fun.
Yes.
Yeah. Vaxi says, if you could make any food healthy and make it still taste the same, what would it be?
Pizza.
Yeah, it was just pizza.
Dude. Just
Or
make
like
just make any Mexican, just make everything Mexican food related. Have 0 calories because that's all I eat.
I was gonna say Chipotle is still pretty healthy depending
on like what you get.
Yeah, what you get or like how much.
Give me it all.
I mean, for the most part, it's not too bad. Like of the options, it's up there.
Goose says, "What is your favorite video game soundtrack?"
Oh, that is incredibly difficult.
Yeah, that's tough.
You know what? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you right now. It's between 2 for me. Sonic 06 is a terrible game, but it has a fantastic soundtrack. And everyone will agree with me on this who has played Sonic 06.
He said it.
I'm going to be honest.
It's one of my favorites.
I tried to play that game and I gave it like 5 to 6 hours. And I was like...
Oh, it's a terrible game. Awful.
I think it was a cutscene and it was like Sonic and the girl like he was saving. And I was like, I can't do this. Like, this is just weird. Like, I'll never forget that. I was like, why is Sonic like hitting on this real human person?
Yeah, it was super weird. It was extremely... No one's comfortable with that story. But the soundtrack was hot. My favorite soundtrack of all video games, though, this might seem like I'm in a honeymoon phase, but no meme. I think Final Fantasy 14 has the best video game soundtrack ever. No meme. Just absolute banger alert.
Doesn't hold a candle to SSX Tricky, baby.
Oh shit!
It's tricky to rock around, That's right, on time. It's tricky.
Is that like the snowboarding game?
Yeah, when I was so young, dude, every time it came on, it's tricky.
I know it's not original soundtrack, but you guys like Skate 2's.
Oh, bro!
Oh my god! Absolute had, like, banger list.
Nas Made You Look was on there.
Oh, dude!
Now let's get it. Oh,
realistically though, I don't know if I have one in mind. Tsushima was great.
I like. I've never played it, but every time someone requests a song from it, Undertale. Anytime I get a song from Undertale, I really like it.
I still haven't played it, but I've heard too many tracks.
Mm-hmm. Like it's like dude. Oh, it's so great. It's the best.
Otherwise, though, maybe Black and White or Gold and Silver or even Sword and Shield. Pretty much
Sword and Shield has a great soundtrack.
All the Pokemon games low-key have some slappers, bro.
Yeah, pretty much always.
Well, it was you, Christian, that was like the gym battle in Sword and Shield.
Wow. And it just keeps going.
I love that meme where it was like, if you live next door to the gym and it's like SpongeBob in the bed.
And he's like, and your whole thing's like shaking. And then they Gigantamax. Like, Pika.
Arnav says, if you could have a lightsaber, what color would you choose?
Purple.
I'm basic. I'm going blue.
I think about this all the time.
Purple or yellow?
See, and then I choose black. Like, I want the black saber. But then everyone goes like, that's stupid. Like,
you're so edgy, dude.
Yeah, I like think I'm like super edgy, but I just think it looks so cool. Like the black saber is like black, but then it just has a white kind of. Like,
hoping we
so sick.
See some in Mandalorian.
If you haven't watched, skip this next 10 seconds. Really hoping we see more of that in season 2. Because my God, I'm so excited for season 2, Mando.
Yeah.
8 days.
Hey, I'll be there. I'll be there this season. We can talk about it.
Oh, let's go.
I'll be there this year.
Did that? How much? Real quick. How much did that rig? Like, because I know Star Wars just
good.
On the downward.
Yeah, it was awesome. Like Mandalorian was sick. Yeah, big fan.
I'm happy. I just remember being like, Rob, please, this will give you a semblance of hope back in Star Wars.
And the trailers lately, after that like news article about like the reshoots and stuff, it looks good. Like I don't see anything that like I would hate.
Yeah, some people don't like the trailers because they don't reveal enough, and I'm just like,
what?
I kind of
that's what a trailer's supposed to do.
Yeah, I kind of liked it. Doesn't reveal anything.
All that jazz says, if you were in My Hero Academia, which quirk would you want? Ugh.
That's a loaded question.
Yeah, that is such a.
With you.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, but if I feel choose all for one, I feel like I'm cheating. You know, like
I feel like
or one for all, like that too.
I feel like I would probably pick all for one because that, as much as one for all is busted, like all for one, you could actually like if you don't mess it up. Because I feel like with the quirk that overpowered
everything,
you need to have been
like that guy, right?
Yeah. Or he just takes other people's quirks.
Yeah, it's so OP.
That's
so
like
I feel like that's cheating. Like if I choose that one.
Yeah, but then it's like, how can I not pick all for one? Because I could probably have anyone's quirk.
Lemillion.
That was a good one.
Like,
his was cool.
Yeah, it seems pretty useless, but then when like you see him start to fight and you can learn just how much you could do and stuff, I think it'd be sick.
I like the dude who like if you ask him a question, like he like mind controls you. I think that would be really cool. Like,
that's being able to mind control
somebody. I don't know why he's not in Class 1A. They need to get Invis Girl out of the class.
Do you know what? It's because of the plot, right? Like no one in their right mind would be like mind control. That's a terrible quirk.
Yeah, no, get him in 1B.
It's for the plot.
That dude is gonna pop off. I think it was a trailer that it was like him putting on a mask, and I was like, whoa, he looks badass. Dynamite says hype for Mandalorian season 2. Yes, very hype.
So excited! Oh my god,
sure we'll talk about it a little bit.
As far as I'm concerned, Mando is the only Star Wars content we've gotten in the past 10 years.
Dr. Gut Punch with the last question says, you guys gonna do No Shave November? Shave and start fresh November 1st?
No.
I'm already No Shave November.
Do you guys see this right here? Like, you can kind of see like outline of a pencil mustache, and then like some of this right here, and then
you would never guess that between us three, I would have the biggest beard game.
This is about like 2.5 weeks of not shaving. Like just this little thing right here, and this. I wanted to do it just to see like what it would be like for No Shave November, and it's pretty unappealing and gross, so I'm gonna shave it. So no, I will not be participating.
See, I couldn't even imagine Rob with a beard. Like, I feel like you're the type of dude who just naturally looks better without a beard.
I'm just glad I don't grow a lot of facial hair, because then like I would have to shave every day. Like the fact that this grows in 2.5 weeks is a blessing. Like I love that.
I mean, that's why I gave up and just eventually let it grow, because I was tired of shaving.
I just don't think I look good. I just had the facial hair of like a 6th grader who just hit puberty way too soon. And it's just like very pokey hair. It's not like a manly thick beard. It's like pokey. Like it sucks.
I just don't want to ever see myself without a beard again. I look like a naked baby.
You like went up in the man scale with the beard. Like the beard just fits fruit. Plus, I feel like you've always wanted a beard. Just because of your past interests, so I feel like you were leading up to that anyway. It just
took a while.
It's just peanut butter and jelly, like Mr. Fruit with a beard. It just works.
Yeah, I'll never have a beard.
He's so thankful right now. He's like, God, thank God I grew this out. I've been waiting.
And it was against Claire's wishes that time. She's like, "Don't grow a beard. Like that's gross." And now she's like, "Don't ever shave." So
but that'll wrap up the questions, and that'll probably wrap up the podcast as well.
So episode 59 of the GG Over Easy. We appreciate you all joining us today. Don't forget, we still have some GG Easy merch that you can get for hoodie season or just any season.
Hoodie season.
My hoodie hasn't arrived yet.
But there's also other things that you can get. So link down below. And also mentioning about links, Rob, where can they find you?
Oh, that was a good transition. That was so good. I was like, speaking of links, what link am I supposed to know? Robbie V, and that everywhere.
Blue?
You can find me everywhere at BlueWestlo.
And you can find me at Mr. Fruit, or all of us here at the GG Over Easy podcast. Thank you for all the listeners, all our watchers, our Patreon supporters, stands. We appreciate you all. Have yourselves a fantastic week. We'll see you next Sunday.
Roblox.
Roblox.